Morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon to wherever you are. We are very happy you are able to join us for today's webinar. My name is Michaela Claudino, and I'm the Director of Czech Tourism Office in New York, and I'm here with a few of my colleagues from New York, and actually people joining us from Prague and from Karlovy Vary as well. Before we start, I know that there was a question at the very beginning when you were logging in. So I hope some of you were able to find the right answer. And it's actually a very peculiar answer because it ties to the Czech Republic, and it sort of connects the Czech Republic and the US. So let's just answer the question. So the question was, which world currency was named after the silver Jáchymov dollar minted in Jáchymov since 1520? And those of you who said American dollar had the right answer, so congrats. So indeed, the American dollar is named after a coin that was minted in Czech lands back in 1520. So without any further ado, we will start our webinar. Those of you who have done the webinars before know that our webinar is a little bit different. We have about 30 minutes of presentations, and then we invite you for a live virtual tour. Today, it's going to be no different. We will be inviting you to a live virtual tour of Karlovy Vary. So get ready to be magically transferred again to the Czech Republic and to the Spa region this time. I would like to introduce my colleagues who are on the webinar with me. So I will start with the ladies. I will start with Iveta Jakoubková, who is the head of the Spa department at our headquarters in Prague. So welcome. I will reintroduce my colleague Radka Křížek, who is my partner here in New York, works for Czech Tourism, and she's the PR manager for Czech Tourism Office in New York. And last but not least, a very important man who will give us all the updates from Karlovy Vary, Mr. Josef Slunečko, who's the marketing specialist for the Karlovy Vary region. So as I said, the live virtual tour will continue after the formal presentations. As always, we will share the links with you. We will share the Zoom links with you. So stay tuned, and you will get all the information during the webinar. So without any further ado, let me just start with a few basic slides about the destination, about the Czech Republic, because my job is to sell the whole country, not only one specific region. So what you can see here on the slide is a beautiful image from Marienbad, one of the spa towns that we will be talking about later. But I will start the presentation as always with some basic info and sort of drilling down to the name of the destination. Many of your clients might still be asking for Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia no longer exists. The country split in 1993, and we have Czech Republic and Slovakia as two independent countries right now. Czech Republic, however, can be very often referred to as Czechia as well. So if you're looking on the Google map, or if you're looking on Google for Czech Republic, Czechia might come up as well. So these are the two sort of official names for the country. I still prefer the Czech Republic because it's a little bit clearer than Czechia, which might be confused with some other names and destinations. My other slide has to be about the current situation, and is Europe open? Is Czech Republic open? Not yet. I think we are all waiting for the news to come as soon as possible from the European Union. But as of now, Czech Republic has come out of the second lockdown about 2 weeks ago. The situation is getting better every day. The vaccinations are really going fast now. They're vaccinating people 30 plus, I believe. And the cases are really dropping down substantially. But the borders are still closed for the travel purposes. Again, we're all hoping that the summer will be a different story, and we're all waiting to hear from the European Union to give a clear guidelines when and how the destination will open up. As of now, hotels are open, outdoor dining is open, museum galleries are open as well to certain capacity. and cultural events are actually allowed outside up to 1,000 people. So as you can see, the restrictions were really sort of lifted up, or are slowly being lifted up. For generic information about EU, I always mention this website, which is the reopeneuropa.eu, which actually lists all the countries in the European Union and the conditions for entry. So this is a good one to have on file to check on Europe in general. And speaking about the Czech Republic, so again, just very brief intro. Czech Republic is a small country, roughly 10.5 million people, size of South Carolina. We are located in Central Europe, in the heart of Europe. Very often people refer to us as, the Eastern Europe. I always say this is sort of the leftover from the Cold War, because geographically we're really in the middle of Europe, and Prague is, for instance, further west than Vienna. Czech Republic is part of the European Union. We're members of the Schengen zone, but we're not using the euro yet. We're still using the Czech crown, which is actually good news because the dollar stretches a little bit further. And we are a pretty safe destination. We typically rank among 10 safest destinations in the world. Czech Republic is very well accessible. We have 5 airports, the major one being in Prague. But we have also excellent connections from Vienna, Berlin, and Budapest by train, for instance. English is widely spoken. The national language is Czech, which is kind of similar to Polish, Russian. It's a Slavic language. This is the map of the Czech Republic. So we're sort of zooming in. As you can see, we're bordering with Poland, Germany, Austria, and Slovakia. Prague is right here. And, these are just some of the highlights for an extended stay. We always say, you have to at least give yourself maybe 3 days in Prague, and then allow yourself for an additional maybe 4 or 5 days to see the places you want to see in the country. Czech Republic is very diverse. Although we're a small country, we have 14 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. We have hundreds of castles and chateaus, but most importantly, we have great spas. And we will be talking about the spas today. The spas are actually scattered all over the Czech Republic, but we will sort of zoom into the region in West Bohemia, which is the region that has the Karlovy, Marienbad, and Franzensbad spa triangle. And we will be talking about that region today. I also want to mention that we have a destination specialist program for those of you who are interested in the region. This specialist program covers 4 countries: Czech Republic, Poland, Hungary, and Slovakia. The website is Central Europe Specialist, and you're welcome to take it and become more well-versed in the whole region. Here is the contact information for our office. We're located in New York. We're the only office for the entire North America with only 2 people, but we're doing our best. And those who work with us know that we're pretty active on email, and you can always reach out to us with questions, etc. So this was just a brief introduction, and now I would like to give the floor to Iveta, who will talk about the Czech spas in general and introduce us to the concept of what Czech spas are and what there is in the Czech Republic for you to come and relax and enjoy. So Iveta, the floor is yours.
So thank you, Michaela. Once again, good morning for you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome on our presentation. So I am the key account manager for spa tourism. So we can go directly to the topic. Speaking about spas, it's one of our main 4 products next to culture tourism, active tourism, and MICE. If we speak about spas, it's a part of so-called health tourism, which includes also not only medical spas, but also some wellness procedures and wellness treatment, as well as so-called medical tourism. But the main topic for today will be medical spas. Oh, sorry. So speaking, sorry. As you can see from the map, and as Michaela said, the spas are spread all over the country, but the most popular, I mean, especially for foreign tourists, is so-called West Bohemian Spa Triangle. But together we have 36 spa resorts or spa places, spa towns as wish. The tradition of our medical spa treatment is very long. It goes many hundreds of centuries back, but the greatest flourishing was approximately in 18th and 20th centuries. Very many popular personalities from all over the world were visiting spas. Spas became a very famous places, important culture and social centers. Also speaking about some important personalities from US, for instance, Mark Twain or Thomas Alva Edison also visited our spas. And the spas, in fact, were little or smaller places which were developed around natural mineral resources. Yeah, these natural mineral resources are used for the treatment itself. But even though the tradition is very old, we use modern therapeutic methods, and we have highly qualified staff and friendly staff speaking many languages, including English. We treat adult people, but we have several spa establishments or spa hotels which treat also children from the age of 1.5 years old. And what we offer is a combination of treatment, and also we treat chronic diseases, and we offer a medical wellness services. So in spas, everybody can get the treatment in which is suitable for him or her. We are speaking about the capacity of approximately 30,000 beds, and speaking about 170 spa hotels and sanatoriums. If we speak about some numbers of clients visiting Czech spas, in total it is a little bit less than 900,000 clients. It's approximately half and half incoming and people from Czech Republic. The biggest group are clients from Germany. On the second position is Russia. And speaking about US clients, it's approximately about 5,000 clients. We are speaking about 2019, yes, of course, before COVID. And in percent, it is 1.3% of all of the clients, and it's approximately 7.4 nights. We are very proud that very many of our spas are really unique or are first in the world. In this so-called West Bohemian Spa Triangle, there is such a big number of mineral springs that you can't find anywhere else in the world. We have the oldest spa in Central Europe. This is Spa Teplice, and we have the first radon spa in the world, which is Spa Jachimov, and the first hydrotherapeutic spa in North Moravia, Spa Jeseník, and we have spa also in Moravia, Karlova Studánka, which is the spa with the cleanest air in Central Europe, and also Janské Lázně. This is the first children's spa in Europe, which treated cerebral palsy. As I have mentioned, the treatment is based on the use of natural healing resources. We have like 4 groups of them. These are mineral waters, pelloids, or maybe it's better like peat or more or mud. For you to imagine, we have gas and climate. Speaking about mineral waters, we use them for a lot of purposes. We use them like for bathtub, inhalations, irrigations, but what is really unique, we also use them for drinking use. The waters differ in taste, they differ in content and also in temperature. So it means that they can be used for different kind of illnesses which are treated in our spas. Pelloids or mud are used for compresses, for packs, and for bathtubs as well. We also use gas. We are speaking about carbon dioxide gas, which is used for dry gas baths or also for injections, very effective injections. And we also have several climate spas which use fresh air for the treatment. As I have mentioned, we treat a lot of illnesses. The group is approximately like 11 main group of illnesses. In approximately 1/2 of all of our spas, they are focused on the treatment of locomotive disorders. But there are also others like respiratory, neurological diseases, oncological, gynecological, digestive, metabolism, and dermatological and mental as well. If we speak about traditional spa medical treatment, it should take at least 2 more weeks, even better, 3, 4 weeks. But the average length of stay might be like, let's say, 17 days. And it's a typically medically orientated treatment or after treatment of some kind of operations. But also you can go to the spa only for prevention of disorders. I think that especially these days, speaking about prevention and thinking about prevention is really important. During your stay, everything is checked by the doctor. You have some entry examination. I think every week you have another checkup and you get final checkup, and everybody is getting personalized complex regimen of treatments, diet and exercising, and you are getting approximately 3 to 4 procedures per day. And as I have mentioned, the treatment is based on the use of mineral resources, but of course other methods of rehabilitation, psychotherapy, and etc. For you to get any idea about the price, that it's not like hundreds of US dollars. So this medically orientated treatment, the price per person per day for one person in a 4-star hotel with full board might be something around 100 US dollars, more or less. It depends, of course. You can have like only 4-star hotel, you can have even more exclusive, so it depends, but just for you to know. We also use other methods based on other things like hydrotherapy. We have a lot of underwater massages, jacuzzi, floating, or a lot of different showers. We also use, for instance, light, oxygen, paraffin, electricity. We also have something which is called cryotherapy, which use deep frost for the treatment. We also do some kind of acupuncture, salt caves, Nordic walking, yoga, a lot of massages, and of course, very important is dietotherapy. We have approximately 9 different kinds of diet, so it depends on what problems are you solving, so you are prescribed the precise diet. Because nowadays everybody is in touch with COVID, unfortunately, the good thing about our spas is also the fact that we are offering treatment for the patients or for the clients who suffered from COVID and might have some post-COVID syndromes. So you can visit Czech spas and you can get some of our programs which are mainly focused on the respiratory system, but a lot of clients suffer from some locomotive disorders, also have some depressions or some neurological problems as well. But of course, even though if you didn't have COVID, you might go for some treatment to strengthen your immunity system or to have some total reconditioning or like in general think about and work on your prevention. Here's also some special package. This is a respiratory recovery program, which is for 7 nights. And here you can get the idea about the number of procedures. It's approximately like 20 procedures per like 7 nights and 8 days, including mineral water drinking cure, including some swimming pool and saunas, which are the part of the hotel. And the price is around $115 with half board per person per night, I think, which is not really bad. But you can get also other kind of treatments, so-called medical wellness. It's more like a Western style of treatment when people come to spas only for relaxation, for some pampering effect, just escape from everyday stress and get recharge their batteries. So you can have programs for, let's say, 1 week, some weekend only, prolonged weekend. And if you are interested, you can also have some consultation with the doctor. The range of medical wellness programs is very wide. I think there are like two main moments. You can buy some special package which includes everything, or you can pay only for some accommodation, and you can choose the specific procedures as you wish. So some people prefer not having packages, but choose what they like. And the range of programs, as I have mentioned, we have like couple programs: women, wellness and beauty, anti-stress, detoxification, immunity. We also have some yoga and Ayurveda procedures. It's a very popular combination also of combining spas and playing golf, because we have a lot of golf courses in the area of spa resorts, and some of the spa resorts are also next to the mountains. So it's a good idea to combine skiing and relaxation in spas as well. This is also one of our sub-product, let's say. It's so-called medical tourism, when people travel abroad for getting some kind of operation, especially because it's not possible to get this kind of treatment in their homeland, or because of the price, because the prices in Czech Republic are really reasonable. Also professional staff, language speaking staff, top diagnostics, high level of medical research. And what also is necessary to mention, then it's also a possible combination of this operation and pre or post-operative care with spas. For instance, if we speak about reproductive medicine, so when women comes for this kind of treatment, she can get like in some calm stay before her reproductive treatment. She can go to the spas and enjoy some relaxation. We have offer a lot of top disciplines, like a lot of vein loss surgery or diagnostics, cardiology, neurology, eye surgery, dentistry, orthopedics, pediatrics, of course, plastic surgery, and others. Spas are not only about relaxation itself, but today everything is about the combination of experiences. So we have a lot to offer, like opening of the spa season every spring. Unfortunately, not this year, but I think hopefully next year at the beginning of May or at the end of April, a lot of spa resorts open the spa season. They sacrifice the healing resources to keep their healing power. We have a lot of concerts, museums, and, as Michaela said, UNESCO sites and historical buildings, and also a lot of historical, religious, Christian or Jewish heritage as well. We also offer this kind of combination with mountains. We have spoken about it, and it's a fun for the whole family, not only for adults. And during summer, you can enjoy not only golf but walking, beautiful landscape for cycling, horseback riding, water sports, or also some adrenaline outdoor activities as well. Definitely, it's also a possibility for some gastronomy experience. You can discover the secrets of Czech cuisine. If you are not on a diet, you can taste the spa wafers, special typical rounded wafers which you can get in every spa. You can taste the best beer in the world in very well-known Moravian wines. Of course, some shopping for some signature brand marks like Bohemian Crystal, some wooden toys, or Czech special typical Czech garnets on some products of local crafts like pottery, blacksmiths, or some handmade soaps and many others. This is a website of Czech tourism. For foreign clients, visit czechrepublic.com, but here you can find also websites for two associations, spa association. They both have a website in English as well, and here you can find in this Czech Spa Association, you can find certified spas which can offer certified kind of medical treatment. And this association of spa places, these are the local governments of every spa town. So here you can find more the information about the place itself. And you can find the Czech Republic on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We also produce a lot of materials and brochures. You can download them free of charge. We have brochure about spas, about medical tourism, but also many others. Everything is on our website, visit czechrepublic.com. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your attention. And now I hope you get some basic idea what are our beautiful spas about. And now I would like to give the floor to Josef Slunečko, the marketing specialist of Karlovy Vary region. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Yvette. Hello, everybody from Karlovy Vary. Let me invite you to visit the Karlovy Vary region, which is located in the westernmost part of the Czech Republic on the border with Germany, namely Saxony and Bavaria. To give you an idea, the nearest international airports are 78 miles away in Prague, 109 miles in Dresden, and about 124 miles from Nürnberg. The Karlovy Vary region is known worldwide as a region of medical spas and natural curative waters that replenish vital energy and rejuvenate both body and the spirit. Its character is not only created by the lively spa towns, but also by the lush nature, the white mountains, or the mysterious mining edits of the so-called Egeria National Geopark. The mining culture landscape of the Ore Mountains, located in Saxony and Bohemia, was inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List in 2019. Whether you come to relax or for an active vacation seated on a bicycle, or at the helm of a boat, or on skis, you can rely on quality service and the care we provide here. The region is ideal touristic destination for active holiday throughout the year for hiking, biking, golf, skiing, etc. There are over 1,300 miles of cycle paths, 87 natural trails, and many summer and winter tourist resorts in the Ore Mountains. And what's important, that all tourist destinations here are easily accessible within 1 hour drive. It's an area rich in natural healing resources, including favorable climatic conditions, The region is the heart of the Czech spa industry, with contribution about 2/3 to the turnover of entire Czech spa industry. In 2019, the Karlovy Vary region was visited by more than 550,000 spa guests, domestic and from abroad. Europe, mainly from Germany, from Russia, Israel, Middle East, and North America as well. As it was mentioned, the West Bohemian Spa Triangle, Karlsbad, Marienbad, and Francisbad, is among 11 great spas of Europe. The entry of these spa cities on the prestigious UNESCO Heritage list is expected very soon, within 2 months. Karlovy Vary, just a minute. Karlovy Vary is a gateway to the region, is the largest and by far the most visited spa town in the Czech Republic, with the highest concentration of thermal healing springs, which rise from a depth of up to 1,554 miles. It has existed as a spa resort since the Middle Ages and was named after Emperor Charles IV. The spa is located in the valley of the river Tepla, surrounded by the wooded hills. Green parks, remarkable spa architecture, and the special spa atmosphere make Karlsbad one of the most beautiful spa towns in the world. It offers endless opportunity to relax during a wellness break or spa treatments, as well as the possibility to get active with a bit of sport, walks into the countryside, and trips to the local sites. The town also enjoys a rich cultural life. You can also make your stay in the spa more pleasant with shopping in Karlovy Vary or with shopping trips to Prague, to Nuremberg, to Munich as well. In Karlovy Vary, they focus on treatment on musculoskeletal, metabolic, digestive, and oncological diseases. There are 340 places for your accommodation in Karlsbad. The best one, of course, are 5-star hotels mentioned in my presentation over there, offering therapeutic stays, wellness, and beauty treatments to add to relaxation and recovery. Some of them include golf course in Karlovy Vary in the program as well. Spas now reopening their hotels this week, and many offer post-COVID treatment as well. All spas meet the strictest hygiene regulation and provide safe environment. They test regularly all guests and the staff every day. Filmmakers, for instance, love to stay in Grand Hotel Pub, which is on the picture, but they also shoot the films here in Karlovy Vary. The hotel have been featured in countless Czech and foreign films. The most famous are the Casino Royale, a Bond movie with Daniel Craig and Eva Green, and The Last Holiday, a remake of American film classic starring Queen Latifah and Gerard Depardieu. Being in Karlovy Vary, it's a must to visit the spa colonnades, taste thermal mineral springs, and enjoy this spa atmosphere. The Mill Colonnade on the picture is iconic place. Inside there are several springs of mineral waters, Spa guests drink spring water from cups, which are sold by souvenir sellers around. And the warmest spring, called the hot spring, here in Karlovy Vary, has a temperature, just imagine, of 164 Fahrenheit. Patients in Karlsbad use the water for drinking course, bathing, and as well as inhalation procedures. Drinking cures forms the basis of the spa treatments here. It's proof that regular drinking of hot spring water has a positive effect against all physical and physical diseases and boost patients' immunity. Where to go in Karlovy Vary? The hot spring underground excursion route is open in the old basement of the hot spring colonnade. During the tour, you'll see thermal mineral springs with water pipes and the process during which souvenirs are petrified by the thermal minerals water. What else to visit? For instance, the Jan Becher Museum, which is located in the center of the spa. The exhibition gives you all the history and present of the famous herbal liqueur. At the end of the tour, they will offer you tasting of several types of liqueur. Just be careful not to get drunk, of course. And the Moser Visitor Centers offers a unique insight into the 164-year-old history of the world-renowned crystal manufacturer Moser. And during the tour of the glassworks, you experience an atmosphere of the manual production process. Visit Glass Museum and Sales Gallery. And Moser is also an exclusive supplier of the International Film Festival in Karlovy Vary, which is on the other slide. This year, 55th Karlovy Vary International Film Festival, which is one of the oldest in the world and has become Central Europe's leading film event. It takes place here in Karlovy Vary from August 20th. It's a celebration of film and living culture in the streets of the city. Another tips for trip is Diana Observation Tower. It's said who hasn't been at Diana Tower hasn't seen Karlovy Vary. You can get there by funicular near the famous hotel pub or by foot. Diana Tourist Complex offers historical hunting restaurant, butterfly house, mini zoo, and it's starting point for hiking and biking on forest roads. For a trip to the nearest surroundings of Karlovy Vary, we recommend 6.2 miles hiking trail to Loket through Svatoš Rocks, which is on the picture. This national nature monument is a popular tourist destination, especially for bikers, hikers, climbers, and also for peddlers. And the beauty of these Svatoš Rocks inspired many artists, including Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. The Loket Castle, surrounded by Eger River, is a jewel of the 20th century and the most visited historical monument within the region, located about 7.5 miles from Karlovy Vary. Another historic monument is the Bečov Castle and Chateau, which hides the second most prestigious historical artifact of the Czech Republic after crown jewels. St. Maurus reliquary is a notable Romanesque artifact dated back to 13th century. Lovers of nature will be impressed in Bečov by the large botanical garden as well. Marienbad or Mariánské Lázně is the model European spa city with its defining blend of healing nature resources, architecture splendor, and more than 200 years of famous visitors such as Chopin, Goethe, King Edward VII, whose royal cabin still exists in Nové Lázně or New Spa. It's one of the largest complexes in the Czech Republic, a city of parks, colonnades, pavilions, and walking paths. In the center of the spa zone, there is a cast iron colonnade with a singing fountain on the picture. Mineral water from the town's 40 springs, Maria Spring of carbon dioxide gas, plus peat mud from ancient forests make Marienbad the ideal place to treat a broad spectrum of issues. For instance, internal condition relating to kidneys, urinary tract, digestion, gallbladder, cardiovascular complaints and related high blood pressure symptoms, musculoskeletal conditions, inflammation and physical pain, respiratory conditions, bronchitis, gynecological issues, menopause, sexual function. And now, as it was mentioned, they treat successful as post-COVID syndrome as well. And that's why I would like to play a very short video from this spa. Just a minute.
Emeritním primářem Nových Lázní. Do Mariánských Lázní jsem nastoupil po promoci v roce 1976 a už tehdy se zde léčili onemocnění dýchacích cest a plic. Stavy po komplikovaných zánětech plic léčíme v 6 krocích. Prvním tím krokem je klimatoterapie. Mariánky leží přímo ve Slavkovském lese. Druhým tím krokem je přírodní hořčík. Hořčík je výborný proti únavě, depresím, je nutný pro práci mozkových, srdečních, svalových buněk. A my zde máme pramen Rudolfův, který obsahuje hodně hořčíku a zároveň velmi málo sodíku. Třetím krokem jsou inhalace. K inhalacím používáme lesní pramen. Lesní pramen obsahuje hodně sodíku a bikarbonátů a působí mukolyticky. Čtvrtým krokem je léčebná tělesná výchova. Naši fyzioterapeuti vyvinuli nyní takovou novou metodiku, mají to certifikováno. Dělá se vstupní spirometrie, oximetrie, zátěžový test. Pátým krokem jsou procedury s oxidem uhličitým. Jedná se o vodní uhličité koupele z našich minerálních pramenů a suché uhličité koupele z marijna plynu. Oxid uhličitý se vstřebává kůží, rozšiřuje kapiláry, čili buňkám se dostane více červených krvinek a tím kyslíku, protože ty buňky při tom covidu trpěly hypoxií a my se je pokusíme zregenerovat. A šestým krokem v léčbě je oxygenoterapie. Takže komplikované záněty plic se v Mariánských Lázních léčí dlouho, velmi dlouho, mnoho desítek let.
Whoa, what happened? Okay. Well, Marienbad Golf Course is a classic style of Scottish and Irish courses of the turn of the century. The 18-hole course is the oldest course in the Czech Republic. Royal Golf Course was opened by King Edward VII in 1905, and in 2003, the Queen Elizabeth II granted the golf club the right to use the title Royal. Franzensbad or Františkove Lazně, founded as the first peat spa in the world in 1793, was named after Emperor Franz Joseph I, and to this date has preserved its character of a spa town as it was in the 19th century. Heart and blood circulation disorders are treated here, along with musculoskeletal system and gynecological disorders, including infertility. Treatment utilizing natural resources included peat bath, peat wraps, carbon dioxide bath, gas injections, and carbonic bath. The core of the spa town has an orthogonal plan view with a network of parallel streets like in New York. 800 years old mining landscape of the Ore Mountains, located in Saxony and Bohemia, was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Visits of Mauritius Mine, Johannes Edit number 1, and Royal Mint Museum in Yachimov, mining landscapes and component parts on both sides of the border, on the German side and the Bohemian or Czech side, are really experienced you will not forget. Ancient mining town Yachimov is regarded, by the way, as one of the birthplaces of mining, metallurgy, mineralogy, geology, and the cradle of nuclear age. The radioactive element radium was discovered, in fact, in Yachimov by Marie Curie Skłodowska in 1898. Later on, 1906, the first radon spa in the world was opened here in Yachimov, now Spa Yachimov. As a place where the silver coin thaler started to be minted in 1520, Yachimov's Royal Mint and the town played a great role in the development of the world currency systems. In the 18th century, the thaler gave its name, as we heard, to the dominant world currency, the dollars. And for sport activity here, for hiking, biking, downhill riding, skiing or cross-country skiing, as well for other adrenaline activity, you go to Ore Mountains. The most visited ski resort is Klínovec, with 18.6 miles of trails and 29 miles connected slopes with the German Fichteberg resort. Bozidar is a famous summer and winter tourist resort in the Ore Mountains for relaxation, well-being with fresh air, beautiful nature, sceneries, and charming atmosphere. It attracts all who wish to regain strength and energy. Nearby on the picture is Peat Box National Nature Reserve and Baby Jesus Pass, popular destination for adults and children. Those looking for less overcrowded resorts can visit forgotten places on the borders, where they meet almost no one the whole day. And what you can bring home, as it was mentioned, typical regional souvenirs, spa wafers, spa cup, Becherovka herbal liquor, Moser crystal, or Karlovy Vary porcelain. Looking forward to your questions, and thank you for your interest in our region. And finally, I would like to play a short video from Mariánské Lázně, Just a minute, it's here.
Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana Jerusalema ikhaya lami ilondoloze uhambe nami zungangishilana dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze zuhambe nami dawo yami ayikholana buso wami awukholana ilondoloze
So I would like to thank all our presenters for the great introduction to Czech spas. We went a little bit over the time we had allocated for the presentations, but I believe everything was quite interesting. I think the main message we want to rely is that the Czech spas are, places where you can, go either for medical treatment, but you can also spend a long weekend just relaxing and, being pampered for a very reasonable price. Those are all cities that have, 4 or 5-star hotels, great dining, great shopping, and you can really enjoy some time outside of the big cities. We will be happy to send more information about local tour operators in the area that offer these packages. I will also follow up with some tour operators in the US who offer packages to Czech spas. And now I would like to welcome you to the virtual tour of Karlovy Vary. So my colleague Radka just put up a slide with a Zoom link. So if you would please jump off the TA Connect platform. You can leave it open, just mute yourself as you probably are on the TA Connect platform, and go to Zoom to join this virtual walking tour of Karlovy Vary. We will be also watching the tour, but after the tour, we will still come back to TA Connect platform for possible Q&A. If you have questions, feel free to email those to us through the Q&A feature on the website. But for now, I will say goodbye from the TA Connect and see you on Zoom and in Karlovy Vary. So let's do the magic and jump to Karlovy Vary right now.